Alright, so welcome to another video. This video is going to just be another practice. This one's going to be a bit longer than the first practice. And in this video, we're going to explore more than just the breath this time. I don't think I'm going to preface this one with anything. Just going to invite you to begin. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to find an environment or posture that feels upright, stable, supportive of the cultivation of mindfulness. Again, the eyes can be closed if you'd like them to be, or they can be open. For this one, I'm going to keep my eyes open personally. It's really okay either way, whatever you prefer. But again, if you do keep your eyes open, let them be soft on something in front of you. And we're going to just begin by becoming aware of the breath. Noticing the rising and falling of the chest or abdomen, the sensations of the air moving in and out of the nostrils. Just as we did in the previous video, just being curious about that. What is it like to be breathing with this body in this moment? Again, we need not change the breath. We need not make it deeper or shallower. Just let the body breathe itself and be with that process. Just as it is. Again, the mind will wander. It's inevitable. It's totally okay. When it does wander, just notice, the mind has wandered and I've become aware of that. There's the option to even delight in that if you'd like. And eventually, once the awareness of the mind or the attention wandering has become known, just begin again. Gently and kindly bringing the attention back to, in this moment, the breath. Letting the breath be the anchor of the attention right now. It's just this process, breathing, letting breathing be known. The mind will wander, the attention will wander. Eventually that will be known. And when it is, just begin again. You might notice if there's aversion to the mind wandering. So you might notice if you're maybe like trying hard to stop the mind from wandering. There's a lot of effort around keeping the attention focused. And if that's there, just notice that too. Might even call it striving or aversion. You might notice that when the mind has wandered and you become aware of it, there might be some type of judgment around that. Something like, darn, the mind mind's wandered again. And if that judgment is there, just noticing that, oh, judging. And just beginning again. Remembering the intention here is not to change anything or to be any special way, but just noticing the process of body and mind as you direct the attention towards the breath. As you uphold the intention of noticing the body breathing. We're not trying to clear the mind or stop thoughts from occurring, prevent the attention from wandering. We're simply just being with the breath as it is. And in a few moments here, I'm going to ask you to direct the attention from the breath to the bottom of the feet. So maybe slowly now, just becoming aware of the sensations that are there in the feet right now. You might notice your feet resting on the floor, the points of contact between the feet and whatever is supporting you. You might notice some sensations of tingling in or around the feet. And we're just noticing those, allowing those to be there. Maybe playing with it a little bit, seeing if you can feel maybe the right big toe. Become aware of the sensations that are there. And maybe the toe next to that. Noticing if the mind is striving, if there's a force of attention to try to notice those sensations. And if that's there, totally okay, just noticing, oh, striving, effort. And see if you can loosen around that a little bit, loosen that up. Drop the agenda a bit. And slowly we'll just start scanning up the body from the feet. So becoming aware of the ankles, the sensations that are there. Becoming aware of the shins, the calves, and their sensations. Just slowly scanning up the whole legs to the knees, eventually to the pelvis. And just allowing the body to reveal whatever sensations are there. You need not go find them. Just allow them to show up in awareness. As you do this, you might find that there's some areas where there aren't sensations. And that's okay too, just notice that. Notice what it's like to not feel sensations in some place particularly. Again, if the mind wanders, totally okay. It's what the mind does. It's what the brain does. The attention does. Just once again return back to the body and continue scanning up. Eventually, once you reach the pelvis, maybe notice the sensations of the bottom resting on whatever is supporting you. Maybe starting to move up your back, noticing the lower back. Working your way up the spine. And if you notice sensations of pain, just letting that be there. Seeing if for this moment you can just kind of allow that. If it becomes too much or too overwhelming, maybe try to move the attention to another point of the body that's a little more neutral, or maybe even pleasant. Just continuing to scan up the back towards the shoulders. Almost as if you're feeling the body from the inside out. And as you do this, you might notice thoughts arise. Things like, what is this guy talking about? Or, am I doing this right? Or, oh, my back hurts because I did this. Or, I should really stretch more. Or countless other possible thoughts you might be thinking. And if you notice any of those thoughts or judgments, just label those. Oh, thinking, judging, confusion. Noticing if you feel any restlessness, like, oh, this is too slow, or I don't like this, I wish it was different. You might just note, oh, dislike. Restlessness. And the opposite, if you start to notice you're starting to feel very relaxed, maybe even sleepy. Noticing that, tiredness. Now becoming aware of the shoulders. Moving the sensations down the arms towards the elbows. Noticing sounds in the environment, allowing those to arise, to exist, and eventually to pass. As you continue scanning your way towards the hands, becoming aware of the hands resting. No need to change them, just noticing whatever position the hands are in right now. And briefly now we're going to just move from the hands to the very tip of the head, right at the crown of the head, and just slowly scanning down at your own pace from the tip of the head to the face, the back of the head, the ears, the sides, the chin, the jaw, the tongue, working your way back down to the feet over the next minute or so here. Noticing when the mind wanders, beginning again. And in the last minute or so of the practice, just become aware of the body breathing and all sensations that surround the rising and falling of the breath. Seeing if you can hold all the sensations of the body in your awareness. And if that's confusing or doesn't make sense, that's totally fine. Just go ahead and rest the attention on whatever feels most supportive right now. Whatever sensations of the body you would like to. close this practice, I'll invite you to slowly at your own pace open the eyes if they were closed. Maybe bring some movement to the body, stretching the head and neck, moving the fingers and toes if that feels good. And as we ended in the last video, seeing if you can continue to carry this present moment awareness with you to whatever comes next in your day. And with that, we'll close this practice. Thank you for your practice, and I hope to see you next time. May you be well.